The Apple Watch is constantly distracting me from my day-to-day life. It's like buzzing, it's annoying, and it shows me notifications all the time, and that's not something that I really appreciate. And I don't know about you, but most people these days try to get back to a calmer life, to be more present in the moment, and I'm seeing myself with the quartz watch having these feelings way more often. So let's get together, build an automatic watch, and for me it's also a bit of a personal background. My grandparents are watchmakers, or Uhrmacher in German, and they built watches for quite some time. They are retired now, so this is also a bit of an appreciation of the history of mine and attached to my grandparents a bit. I really enjoy the khaki field watch from Hamilton, and I want to build something similar. The look and feel should be the same. I will show you the parts and then let's build it together. But before that, let's grab a coffee and then we take a look at the parts that I bought. It's not only about saving money, it's also attaching myself a bit to my history. But of course, it's also about saving money because the Hamilton watch starts at 700 something euros. The others that I looked at were also above 300 and were not automatic. I want to have an automatic one that's around this price tag of 100 euros. A new rotor, that's something that I really enjoy. Let's see if I get it open. That's something that I wanted to add. It's like a bit of a personal touch that no one else has, I hope. At least in this watch. In the Hamilton watch, I bought like a classic glass background case with a glassy case. What is it? Like a case where you can look through from the back. So that's why I want to have a special rotor. As you can see here, it's a black rotor. It gives a bit of a different vibe, I hope. Let's see. This is the case. So it's a quite thick one, to be honest. Maybe it's a bit too thick. This is the result then, hopefully. So it's 2 millimeters thicker than the Hamilton one and 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters slimmer in the diameter. But the rest is pretty much the exact same measurements as the Hamilton watch. Then what else do we have? Important, of course, are the hands. These are the hands. I hope I didn't destroy them, and I actually did bend the second hand a bit. Let's see if we can get it straight again. They are pretty close to the Hamilton one. The Hamilton one is only the tip is red, not the whole second hand. I already bended this one. I think they came pretty badly packed. Anyway, let's see if it fits. This one is the dial. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as the Hamilton one. Really stunning. I really enjoy the look of this one. What else? I got a few spare, what is it, for the crown, these things, I don't know how they named. I got a few spare because I most likely will mess up the cutting part. And most important, we have the movement. There's one of these things in there already, but this is the NH35 movement. As you can see, it's a Japanese Psycho movement. It should be pretty accurate. It's not as accurate as the Hamilton H10 movement, as I heard, but it should be pretty accurate. But let's see about that. I got like a package with all the parts to assemble the watch. What is in there, I am not sure, but it was a ready to buy packet for a few euros. Let's drink a coffee so the hands shake even more. Seems like it worked. So as you can see here, this small one is moving. This here. So everything worked fine. So this part worked. Next part is adding the dial. As you can see, I have a movement, the NH35. And it has a date dial. We will ignore the date dial, but the ones without were way more expensive. So this is kind of a hack. I read in the Reddit community that you don't do that you usually get one without. But why am I choosing the one where you don't see the date is because I don't want to every month set the date correctly. So I don't want to do that, and that's why I got the one without. So now we have to figure out which fingers to remove on the back of the dial that don't fit in here, and then we can get it together. Cool. So halfway through, so let's put on the hands. The hour hand, so this way is up. So we put it on here and then we press it in place. That's the idea. I don't know if that's it. Looks fine. Let's see the next one. Alright, the hardest part should be done. I got the second finger on with way more light. And let's see if we now get everything together in the case. Okay, let's see how much we have to remove. Let's try with 8 millimeters. Man, if a person with my clumsy hands get this together, then you can surely as well. I cannot find my Loctite, so it has to do like that. We will just finally once remove it, remove all the dust, and then we can put it together. So I got also, of course, a grease box to seal the case. Wow, I think we are done. Now the band, and we have it. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that we added like a really nice rotor on it here below, and now we add the band above. But let's keep it like that. So yeah, you could save 10 euros by not adding this crazy nice rotor. Look at that. Look at that. It's an automatic watch like the Hamilton one, but just 400 bucks. And here we have it. Let me actually remove the plastic from the glass. What a nice watch. And I think it even glows in the dark. Yes. It's a bit thick. I would appreciate it. It's a few millimeters thinner. Thank you a lot for watching this video. It was a pretty interesting build. To be honest, it was a bit simpler than I thought. On the other hand, getting the hands on the watch, it was harder than I thought. Everyone was telling me it's hard, but I thought, like, how hard can it be? Yes, it is a bit of a tricky challenge. Overall, I'm really pleased with the result. It looks pretty much exactly how I imagined it. It's a bit thicker than I hoped, but that's on me because I bought a bit thicker case. But overall, the look, it's exactly like I envisioned it. It looks pretty much the same as the Hamilton one. Let me put it on actually. Looks just gorgeous. I'm really pleased with the result. It's 100 bucks instead of 1,000. It looks like a really nice watch. It is very sturdy. I know how to fix it if I break it. That's also something that I really like. It reminds me a bit of my history of watchmakers in my past, and it's like, yeah, overall it saved me 800 euros. I had a nice fun project. So everything will be linked down in the description. You can just go ahead, build your own. I hope you had some fun watching it. It took me a few days to research how to build it, and then it was really straightforward build. So yeah, I wish I would have done it sooner. I hope you have fun building your own watch. If you have any questions about the watch, about the build, let me know down in the comments. If you have any ideas how to make the next watch the best watch, because I would love to build one for my girlfriend as well, so that she has a beautiful watch for the wedding as well. And yeah, I think I will wear this one on my wedding day. Have a nice weekend and see you next time. Thank you for watching.